program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. Statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We're honored to continue. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Daily with Doc. My name is Becca Dukes, and we are excited to be able to be a resource to an amazing community where we are bringing things from nature that have been formulated and put together into what we can use to help support our bodies to be its optimal best. So folks, if you're not feeling quite your optimal best or not quite the way you want to be feeling, you are in the right place. As today we are going to be kind of doing a kickoff to a new segment of our Monday programs with Daily with Doc and Becca, as we're going to be bringing to you some amazing options to help you reach your optimal best. Now, if you were invited to this program by somebody specific, that is your point of contact. That is a person that you need to get back to and say, thank you for sharing this program with me. Also, ask them what you can do to help reach your optimal best and how you can be part of a solution. So for those of you who don't know, the health of our country and around the world is declining. We need solutions. Well, this is the program, the company, the products that I found the solution for that helped me regain my health, lose 100 pounds, go from having 13 different poor health conditions to one, which is still in progress. It's not overnight, folks. Because of the decline of our health, we can't expect everything to change overnight, because it didn't take one night to get us where we're at. Even if all of a sudden we're sitting there eating chips, watching TV, and we start having issues. Well, it accumulated. So we are offering
It looks like
So we're offering a resource to all of you. And we will be having the fantastic Adrienne Gold with us today from one of the co-founders of the Projoba line. And actually, Ruth Ellen should probably be doing this introduction because Ruth Ellen knows more about Adrienne than all of us do. And so there you go, Ruth Ellen.
Oh, Rebecca is back. So,
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where I was.
She froze.
All right. So I'll let you continue since you are back, Rebecca.
Am I back? Am I frozen?
You're not
good.
frozen anymore.
Okay. Technology is fantastic, folks, when everything works right. And when you're in the middle of thousands of acres of farmland.
Recording in progress.
Thank you so much. I'm just excited and amazed that it actually works most of the time. So I'm not quite sure where I got cut off, but folks, get back to the person that shared this program with you on the website at dailywithdoc.com, which is the sponsor of this program. You're going to find the good foods, bad foods list. You're going to find replays of past programming. You're also going to find articles to help you get more information in supporting your decision to make changes within your lifestyle, your diet, that's going to help you reach that optimal best that you can absolutely be. So today we are excited. This is like a hidden jewel within the longevity product line. And I love the fact
Okay. So I'm going to replace this. Hello, everybody. So we are going to have a special guest today, Adrienne Gold. And she is going to talk about the Projoba line. And I'm going to bring her on the screen with me, and we're going to introduce her. Adrienne and her husband, Corey Gold, created the Projoba line, and they use flower pollen. And it has some scientific names I'm not going to try right now. But so your husband, Adrienne, was an amazing man and very highly respected, and I loved him dearly. So I will like to introduce to everyone our new guest, Adrienne Gold, and she's going to talk about the Projoba line and a little bit about herself.
Thank you so much, Ruth Ellen, and thank you, Becca, as well. So happy to be here. The comment of the hidden jewel is spot on. The pollen line is amazing. I'm going to start right in because there's a lot to talk about, but it's easy and you'll remember. The first thing that comes to mind when people think of pollen is bee pollen versus flower pollen, or is it all just bee pollen? So many of your customers, so many of you out there know what bee pollen is. Is that what we're talking about here today? No, it's not. Bee pollen is a very dirty, contaminated version because of the bee. We love bees, but bees go wherever they go. There's no control over the bee. So they're going to jump on a flower that has some bacteria, some contamination, other insects. The biggest problem is it jumps on a flower that's just been sprayed heavily with pesticides, and you're getting nature's perfect food polluted. How do we fix that? Well, longevity goes across the world to Sweden, in a very remote part of Sweden, where there is organic flower farms with nothing else around to drain in or leak in and contaminate. And they have a proprietary process that really is unique in the world that will gently and organically vacuum up the pollen microscopically from the flower. It's amazing. It's one of the tightest held trade secrets in the world. Longevity is the only company that I know of that has this. And as so many people know, that bee pollen has always been traditionally so good for you because it has so many nutrients, because pollen has all the nutrients to create a plant, which is what we need to survive. So it makes sense that we should eat this. And it makes sense that it's a complete food. But if we can just get around the bee, it would be even more clean and complete. And that's what longevity does. We are the world's leader in organic, pure flower pollen extracts. Now that you and your customers and your friends now understand that this is not bee pollen and the difference and why we want flower pollen, the next question people are asking is, well, I have pollen allergies, so I can't take this. Smile and tell them you can, because that beautiful nutraceutical company in Sweden takes away the allergic husk when it removes the pollen. So not only do you have a perfect food with every nutrient in it, but you now have a hypoallergenic, clean, perfect food. Now, why is it so important in this day and age to even ingest that? Well, I've been teaching on the pollen line for 25 years. And way back in the day, I used to tell people, eat your food, it's great, make sure you have healthy food, and then take the pollen as a supplement. It's going to give you energy, it's going to add a little more. But now, it's almost like we all need to go get an IV of flower pollen, because this might be, unfortunately, the only real meal and the cleanest meal we're getting in a day. And as crazy as it sounds, it's coming in a packet or in a box, in a packet. And it's so essential because, hey, it tastes amazing. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. But that's not even the important part. The important part is this might be your best meal of the day and your most complete and your cleanest. And it's so hard these days to get pure, unadulterated, non-GMO, organic food. We all know this. We need clean water, we need clean food, and we need clean air. And it's harder and harder to get that these days. We have to make the effort. And I truly believe in balance. Your body wants food. It doesn't necessarily want the pills and supplements, which we need. But the initial hit, the initial infusion is we need food. Our body needs to recognize a food in all of its sources. Flower pollen, if you look at the box, you'll see it just says flower pollen, some B vitamins, some green tea. That's not all that's in this product. In the pollen itself, which we don't have room on the label or the box to write it in, is over 1,000 nutrients from all your vitamins, minerals, and I know Doc's been talking about minerals for decades. There's minerals in there too, naturally occurring from the pollen. Vitamins, minerals, polyphenols, carotenoids, flavonoids, enzymes. This is a whole food. And when people get hooked, and they do, on the Pollen Burst, and they don't understand why, I've had over the years, people call me and say, you know, my wife was just fine until she started drinking this product, and now she's hooked, and what's in there that's so addictive? I've heard that over the years many times. And the answer is, well, you're addicted to better health. Your body doesn't remember the last time it ate a perfect meal source. And we've all just been slowly degrading our health and not noticing. So when you drink a Pollen Burst, which is the drink version of that comes from that beautiful flower pollen from Sweden, they vacuum it off the flower, they press it in a tablet, they make it into a powder for us, and that's it. It's that clean. When you drink that Pollen Burst, people's reactions are always very similar. I just feel great. I can think better. Things are not hurting me. I have energy like all day, and it feels great. And some people who are very unwell will get even a bigger feeling from it. People who are decently healthy, it might be more subtle. But for your subtle customers who are not really sure, well, I think this is working. I feel good. I have good mental clarity. You know, I'm feeling pretty good, but I don't know, do I really need this every day? Take it away from them for a few days, and then you'll know. It's subtle, but it's really powerful. And in this day and age, it's not only critical, it's necessary to have a perfect source of food. And flower pollen, over the years, I always called it nature's perfect food, but now I'm also adding nature's cleanest food, because that's now an issue. How many times have you been eating your spinach salad and then the next day you get on the news that there's E. coli in the spinach? All these bacteria, it's where we're kind of playing roulette here with our food. You're not going to play roulette with this. Now, this has 10 hours of energy, not jittery energy, not caffeine jitters. I'm very sensitive to caffeine. This has 1 cup of green tea worth of caffeine. I drink it in the morning. I'm good for 10 hours. When it wears off, you just go to bed at night. You feel just normal energy throughout the day. Many people who love this product take it in the afternoon for mental clarity. Maybe they don't want the extra green tea, so they take the tablet version, the Pollen Burst tabs. So morning, afternoon. These are our original product. We've had these for over 30 years. People love them for so many reasons. It's super anti-inflammatory. It's great for your mental clarity. We have so many people with learning challenges of all types who love this for just focus and attention. Both my daughters went through law school and passed the California bar on the first try with this line. So that's a testament as well. So many of us are aging, our brains are aging. We need better mental clarity. That is the second biggest benefit people say from this, is that I get all day energy and mental clarity. When was the last time you drank an energy drink that gave you mental clarity? And enough so that you noticed it. Because people walk around in a level of unwellness that they don't notice. But when you drink a Pollen Burst, you notice. It's amazing. So you're getting full food, perfect food, clean food. Why is it anti-inflammatory? Well, as good as the stuff is, it gets better. Superoxide dismutase, which you don't have to remember. The nickname is SOD. Your doctors will know what this is. Sometimes if you're really sick, you can go to the hospital and get an infusion of SOD. And I know many of you know about glutathione infusions as well. SOD and glutathione are your 2 top master antioxidants your body makes every day. As we age and as we get sick or stressed, those stores drop. And this pollen line puts them back in. Along with that beautiful organic whole meal of flower pollen, you're getting SOD in the drink and in the pills. And that is just replenishing the superoxide dismutase that you're missing. And what is that responsible for? Aging or not aging as fast. It is responsible for healing the body. It is responsible for seeing cells that are starting to turn bad and stopping them, literally taking out the trash. Okay, we need this, especially in our polluted world. And that's already included. So you're getting a double gift. You're getting perfect food and your body's natural antioxidant, which is the strongest antioxidant because your body makes it, so it belongs there. And when you ingest it with our pollen line, your body will recognize it. The other master antioxidant, glutathione, we slip that into one of our other pollen products called the Pollen Burst liver tabs. Now, I know that you guys are all going to run out immediately and or you're already drinking the Pollen Burst and you're really realizing that your food is no longer a reliable source as much as it used to be. But we all talk about detox. We all know we have to detox. And although the Pollen Burst and the Burst tabs will give you a detox through the SOD, it's very gentle. You're not going to feel it. But we do need a little extra. The liver tabs has that beautiful pollen and the SOD and the glutathione. There is no product like this in the world in one pill that has all of this. If I was stuck on a deserted island and I had to pick one thing, it would be hard between the Pollen Burst drink and these guys. The Pollen Burst liver tabs are such a beautiful mix. Nowhere in the world can you find this. So many of us are trying to take less supplements than more. I agree. We went from taking a few things to taking everything. People get confused, and confused people give up. I don't blame you. I don't want to take handfuls of stuff either. But if you can take one pill that gives you your pollen and your glutathione and your SOD, wow, that's a lot of bang for your buck here. It's so anti-aging, and it's what your body recognizes. Glutathione helps your liver. I have a whole seminar on how to use this product line for weight loss, and this is a big belly buster right here, because we store a lot of our toxins in our belly just to protect us, because our liver slows down and we need a waiting room somewhere, right? Otherwise we'll be poisoned. So this is help. It's literally a direct benefit to your liver. Your liver can now work faster and clean up the waiting rooms. When your stomach and other fatty areas don't have toxins in them anymore, there's no reason for them to be there. So your belly may start shrinking with this, and doing a healthy diet, drinking your burst. And I can talk about that in another seminar, because there's a whole thing on weight loss, and you're using all of these pollen products to do that. People love that concept because they can buy less product. They can, and it's less confusion. It's less expensive to know that your perfect meal, the perfect meal that you're eating or drinking in that pollen burst, will also curb your appetite. Well, it's not really curbing your appetite. It's feeding you, for goodness sake. So when you're eating all these empty foods that are mass produced, that are genetically modified, and your body doesn't recognize them anymore, your hunger is still going to be triggered like you never ate. That's why people keep overeating, because the food is empty. When you drink a pollen burst, you'd be shocked at how you are not hungry, because you got fed, which is amazing. And an amazing way to incorporate intermittent fasting with that drink. I'll go into that another time, but that's just like such a gift. So what else do we need? We need perfect food all throughout the day. Some people will drink a pollen burst twice a day, and that's fine. Ultimately, you might need one a day, because when you're healed and feeling great, you don't need a lot of it. This is not a product that you're going to start drinking and loving it, and then finding that over time you need more and more of it. I'm sure many of you are shaking your head going, oh yeah, I've had those products before where I got so hyped up, so excited. It worked great initially, and then it didn't. And then you found you were taking more and more of it, and it wasn't working as well as it used to. That will never happen with the pollen burst. I've been drinking that burst for over 25 years. And when I skip a day, I'm okay. If I skip 2 days, if I go do a heavy workout and skip a day, wow, that lactic acid burn is big. And I look around the room and I say, oh my God, do you guys feel like this every day? And we laugh, like all these ladies in the gym, they're all sore the next day, and I am never sore. I do fitness, like I will take a hot yoga class with a bunch of 25-year-olds, and I'm 60, and I'm beating the heck out of them, and I'm not tired, and I'm not sore afterwards. But I cheat. I have the pollen burst. So it does flush out your lactic acid. So when people who are trying to get healthy, lose weight, exercise again, and exercise is hurting, this beautiful drink, this perfect nutrition organic drink, will also help at the gym flush out that lactic acid, so you can go back the next day and not feel discouraged. Because exercising, getting moving can be discouraging, and the pollen burst will take that discouragement away. I've tested it. I've taken a pretty intense Pilates class and forgot to drink my burst, and I feel that burn like everybody else does. And I'm going, oh my God. So it's pretty amazing. I remember through the pandemic, not having yoga. Everything was closed down and I wasn't able to do my yoga very much for a year. Came back the first day, no problem. So this stuff's amazing. It's really, really body armor for your body. What else do you need besides the pure pollen and the detox every day is fish oils. One of the best-selling fish oils at Longevity is the Projoba Omega. It's not pollen-based, but as part of the Projoba line, it is super clean, non-fishy, completely removed of all the heavy metals in the oceans, et cetera, et cetera. I've been on this for 25 years. I take between 4 and 6 a day. And it depends on what you have going on. If you have a lot of pain and inflammation and skin issues, heart issues, you take a little more, on the 6 end, or you can go lighter on the 4 end. Don't forget this. This is the best bang for your buck at Longevity. It's like $20 and you can take 4 pills a day for $20. And here's what $20 worth of nutrition is going to give you for 1 month supply. Heart support, eye support, skin support, hair support, nails, joint. There's so much you're getting for this. Now, this is omega-3 only, so it's not 6 and 9 mix. I like the omega-3 only because our world is so inflamed, and omega-6 is famous for being anti-inflammatory. Now, we all need our omega-6s and omega-9s. We do need the full spectrum, but we're already getting a lot of it in our foods and our oils and our diets. And we're causing a lot of inflammation with stress and pollution. So this is a great counteract to that, the Projoba Omega. And again, super clean. So many of you may say, I tried fish oils. They repeated on me. They tasted fishy. I didn't digest them well. I can't do fish oils. Don't let your customer or your friend or family walk away until they try the Projoba Omega. There's something magical about that. It doesn't have stomach upset. It might be the first fish oil that your customer or you are able to take successfully and digest it well. So tell your friends and don't give up on fish oils. Now, why do we need to pop fish oils? Why can't we just eat fish? Well, we can, but most of it is fake and farmed. I was at a restaurant the other day and they served me salmon and I didn't think it was even salmon. I wasn't even sure what it was. So this is a little scary. And in a perfect world, we would love to just eat our fish. Now, if you're eating wild caught salmon from a remote place in the ocean or sardines 6 days a week, you're good. So all of you out there that are eating salmon and sardines 6 days a week, you don't need the Projoba Omega. But there's most of us who really do. So, and yeah, there is no fishy taste. That's what people love about it. And I've definitely had people say to me, no, I can't do fish oil. Try this one. You'll be surprised. What else do we have in the pollen line? We have a wonderful probiotic, Probacillus Plus. You don't want to clean your liver without cleaning your colon. Now, talk about a best kept secret. This is one of the best kept secrets with the Projoba Omega, which they might be closing out because they're not getting enough sales because we have so many other probiotics at Longevity, not because it's not a good product. I've used this product. It is a human strain of probiotic. And there's very few human strains on the market. Now we're seeing so many 50, 60 billion with 45 different strains. And we have some of those, and those are great. But there's something magical about a human strain. And when I've had clients take it, or their kids with bowel issues, or anybody with constipation issues or gas and bloating, there's just something magical about this. It's not a high billions, it's like 4 or 5 billion, not 20 or 30, but it's a human strain and it matches the human gut. And they don't make a lot of those anymore. So buy it if you love it, ask the company for more of it, because Longevity will offer what we're buying. And again, it's no fault of this poor little bottle. It's that we have so many new probiotics and new companies coming in that it just gets lost in the shuffle. I love it. And I've taken it for 25 years on and off. And so have so many customers at every age level. Now, pollen can be taken by all age groups. And one of the beauties of pollen is, and I want to do a disclaimer, if you have a medical condition and you want to add something in, you can always check with your doctor. It's always advised. Pollen in itself doesn't really interfere with a lot of medications. So it's food. So it might help you and your customer who might be on many different medications. It's really hard to find people that aren't. So it's so important to know that, you know, pollen won't mix badly. It's not a large concentration of one thing. It's 1,000 teeny little pieces of perfect food. So your body recognizes it as a meal. Now, there is another type of pollen that we have that's different. And the pollen that's different than the pollen burst and the tabs and the liver tabs. Those are more of a water soluble pollen. We have one other pollen that is fat soluble, and it's designed for hormone health. And it's a little dynamic duo, the Pro-Fem and the Pro-Stat. They're made from a slightly different blend, and they're amazing. As a matter of fact, in Asia, this is a medication for enlarged prostate as a prescription. You know, in China and Chinese medicine, their FDA approves natural medicines as medicines for healing, which is wonderful. And this is one of their medicines. We have urologists all over the country who get this to their patients. The Pro-Stat is a blend of the fat soluble pollen, and that's it. It's one thing. And it's wonderful, and there's no side effects. So men can take this for decades, and I know some that do. I have a customer who's in his 80s. His wife buys 1 bottle a month. Now, by your 80s, you might need like 2 or 3 bottles a month, because most men need like 6 a day because they have enlarged prostate already. But this one gentleman, I've asked his wife, you know, you're only buying 1 bottle a month. Are you sure he doesn't need more? She says, well, he has no symptoms of anything. So I'm assuming 2 a day. We've been on it for 25 years. There you go. That's the testament. Let's fix it before it's broken. Let's prevent problems. And this is amazing preventative. So if you're in your 40s, start taking Pro-Stat. And it's healthy. It doesn't interfere with anything. It doesn't have any side effects. It helps remove the damaging part of testosterone that accumulates in the body and helps take out the trash, so that doesn't accumulate and swell your prostate. So that's just, we've had men literally, like back in the day, they were faxing in their PSA tests to us. Now they email them, and they are sending their PSA tests going, oh my God, my numbers are dropping. And also people say the same thing about the liver tabs, that if they have some liver issues, fatty liver or high liver enzymes, many customers have found that when they do their next blood work, you know, 2, 3, 4 months later, there's a nice drop in their high enzymes in their liver, and they're just never stopping. It reminds me of when my mom, who was on 3 or 4 medications, went on her 5th medication. Within about 2 to 3 weeks, she started having abdominal pain and nausea. And none of the doctors knew why. And each doctor would say, well, my medicine didn't do that, and my medicine didn't do that, and mine didn't do that. Nobody could figure out where the side effect. And I said to her, nausea is your liver is tired from something. But she said, well, it wasn't tired on all the other medications. Well, I think she hit her max. I think her cup is full. So I said, take the liver tabs. And she begrudgingly did, just 2 a day. And within a day, the nausea stopped. And of course, she didn't believe me. So she stopped taking them. And 3 or 4 days later, the nausea came back. So I said, you know, Mom, sometimes it's hard to, in our Western medicine society, it's really hard to take stock of how many medicines are interacting with each other in the global accumulation. So we all need to give ourselves a little body armor and a little detox every day. My mom is a perfect example of needing to detox every day. If any of you are having weird nausea for unknown reasons, let's look at your liver. So she went back on it for several months and felt great, and then said, maybe I don't need it anymore, and went off it, and within a couple days came back. So she's really at her max cup full and needed to bring that cup of toxins down. So that is the beauty of the liver tabs. If you have trouble sleeping, I encourage you not to take them at night, because they might help you detox, and it won't hurt. You just might be more awake. So if you're already having sleep issues, take the liver tabs during the day. I recommend 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. You can start with just 2 a day to see how you do. People who are really unwell and really jacked up will love the energy they're going to get from the liver tabs, because it's clearing them out. People who feel pretty okay, but may have some toxin buildup somewhere, they may get a little detox and feel a little less good before they feel good. But if you're really down, you'll just feel better, automatic. So let's backtrack over to the partner with the Prostat, because if we've got such a great product for men, we really should have something for women equally as good. Profen. This little bottle has little legs on it, and it'll follow women from age 9 to age 99. And it is a balancer. It's in the same family of pollen, that fat soluble pollen. There's nothing else in here but this Swedish organic flower pollen. It works on hormones, mood swings, period regulation. It's great for young girls who are first getting their period for the first time, all the way through women who have really heavy PMS and mood swings, all the way to menopause, which I've used it for, and beyond. It just travels with you through your life. It's wonderful. There is no side effects. You can't build up a tolerance to it. But because it's fat soluble, like the Prostat, you might need to want it load up by taking 4 a day for a couple of weeks just to get it in your system. You might stay at 4. You may go down to 2. Your body will tell you. I was having some pretty nasty hot flashes, but only at night. So I would take 4 at night, and that did the trick. So let your body guide you. These products are so subtle but powerful that your body will guide you. Some people may say, gosh, I need 2 pollen bursts to get through the day. How do I know when I can go down to 1? Well, the answer is simple. When you forget to take the afternoon pollen burst because you feel fine, then you'll know. And that's what these products do. They're so wonderfully healing. They help your body do its natural healing. And you end up needing less than more. So I will kind of end on this note. However, I will mention, all of you are so excited and knowing that this is such a perfect food and anti-inflammatory and anti-aging. Wouldn't it be cool if, besides drinking it and taking the pills, wouldn't it be great if we could use it on our skin? We have it for the skin. We have the Longevity skincare line, and might be another of our hidden jewels is the Pollen Burst skincare line that has that same SOD, in addition to the peptides, the collagen, the hyaluronic acid, all of the new things that all of the latest and greatest and most expensive skincare lines have. We've had this for years. Back in the day when no one knew what hyaluronic acid was, and nobody is putting SOD in their skincare line. And here we have it. Such a hidden gem. Thank you, Becca, for mentioning that terminology. I love it. And we've got body lotion, we've got night cream and day cream, we have shampoo and conditioner. I mean, look, 20 years, look, on this, because it's just so healing and it's natural and it's not complicated. So drink your burst and then put it on your skin with the skincare line, and it's crazy not expensive. I mean, this is like less than $35 for something that's going to last you way over a month. And it also is UV protectant. So a lot of people can go out for 10, 15, 20 minutes in the sun and not get burned. So I know I threw a lot at you guys.
Well,
but
we
I
have a
wanted
lot
to-
of questions.
Okay, let's go right into the questions.
Well, and I have a question myself about, I love the night cream. I use it day and night.
That's
Is
what I
there
do.
something wrong with that?
No, that's what I do. And that's because it's a thicker lotion. So if you have drier skin, you're going to use the night cream day and night. If you have more oily skin, use the day cream day and night, and or one or the other. You just decide. Your body will tell you. You can mix and match it however you like.
And then you had held up briefly the unscented body lotion.
This is my
Yes.
favorite because it's unscented, and I like to use my essential oils from Longevity or wherever your essential oils are. And I put in this tub about 10 to 15 drops, mix it in, and then I have exactly what I want, and I can change it up.
Yes, and I do that as well. But something else that I do is I'll take a little bit of that in the palm of my hand. I'll sprinkle some of our mineral makeup in, mix it up, and use that as my foundation.
What a great idea. That's a great
So
idea.
there's a lot of great things that,
Yeah.
and I had no idea that you were part of bringing the skincare with the Beyond Organics in, which and
It
hair.
was before that. It was called Botanical Spa. And then
I
they were
remember
trying to-
that.
and then they changed the name to Beyond Longevity Organic. And then now it's just called Longevity because it's easier, probably. It's just the Longevity skincare line. And we came up with that because after the pollen arrived at Longevity and everybody was going so crazy over it, people were like, well, how do we get more SOD on us or in us? And no one else is doing that to get that on your skin. And it's such a great protector of your skin. And I don't wear makeup. I have my mineral makeup from Longevity, and from time to time I'll put a little blush. I'll wear my lipstick, which I love, the lip ones. But I'm 60 and I don't feel the need to cover myself. And that's the point of these products is I'm a product of the products, and I've been doing this for almost 30 years. It's not too late. Don't say I can't start now, it's too late. It's never too late to get healthy and start the anti-aging process.
Yeah, it's not too late. And I'm like a product of the product as well, and aging backwards. And I've included the Pollen Burst, the Berry Burst. That's my favorite of the
Me too.
Pollen Burst.
Mhm.
It used to be Mountain Berry, I think, and then I went to the Berry Burst, and I absolutely love that. But I mean, I'm drinking the orange right now because I ran out of my Mountain Berry, and I love the acai, strawberry acai. Is
Yep.
that what it is? No, this one's dragon fruit. So this is the dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit is, in my opinion, the sweetest and has
is
the
sweet.
biggest punch of flavor.
Mhm.
The berry and the strawberry are a little more mild in that, but still delicious. And for some reason, the orange is like always the best seller. I have customers who've been buying from us for 25 years, literally orange. And every time we get a new flavor, I always call them, oh, we got a new flavor. And they're like, no, I'm good. There's something about the orange that I can't even describe it. People just don't want to they just cling to it. So,
Yeah.
And again, the day cream, the night cream, all of our skincare is paraben free, sulfate free, fragrance free. And we've been doing that free stuff for forever before it became really popular. We knew it way back in the day was important.
Yeah, and there's the creamy cleanser. There's you don't need to go anywhere else, folks.
And
We've got the
people
good
need to buy
stuff.
it, love it, and keep calling the company for more because they might expand the line as demand comes more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then of course the shampoo. I love
my
the
God.
life, the shampoo
Yes, and the conditioner, which we
gives to
don't
my
have
hair.
temporarily right now, but you got to ask for it because I've been using the shampoo and conditioner since we came out with it, decade ago.
Oh wow. And see, I keep 3 or 4 containers of everything just in case.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that it was
Start
not
telling him
available.
now. Yeah.
Oh no.
What kind
Well,
of questions
folks-
do we have so we can help people?
Yeah,
get through?
so one question that we have Suzanne wants to know if someone is allergic to seafood or shellfish, can they still take the Projoba Omega?
You know, they can muscle test it to see, but it's just the anchovies and sardines. So there isn't shellfish in it.
Mhm.
But they can either muscle test it or they can try, it depends on their reaction. But I don't think, basically it says allergen warning contains fish anchovies. So I
So
think
there's
it's
no
mostly,
shellfish. Yeah, there's
and
no
that's not a
shellfish.
shellfish. So they should be fine, but I always say, you know, check, be careful, test it. You can pop open a pill and rub it on your skin if you are really sensitive.
And if it starts to tingle, then that might be an indicator that you don't want to use it. But
Yeah, so I always be cautious about that.
I just chew them. I'm weird.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's not a strong fishy taste
Mm-mm.
at all. And I've never gotten that burp when I
You
take
know
them.
what? There will be a time that you will get that burp, and I'm warning people now. It's happened to me once in like 18 years. Is I got a
Mhm.
bottle where one of the pills popped open, and the
Oh.
oil went everywhere, and it kind of made everything rancid, and then you get the burp. So, and that tells you something, because if you're buying your fish oils from another place, maybe in bulk somewhere, and you're feeling the burp, that may be that they're old or spoiled. So that's a perfect example of that. And it literally happened to me once. And I mean, I buy thousands of bottles of that over the years.
Right, right. And I've never, I mean, I take at least 4 of these a day. I
Yeah.
add them with my EFA plus. I take my 90 every day. And this
Yep.
is like my feel good. It's like a treat.
Yeah.
It really is with my Pollen Burst. Depending on what my mood is, depends on, which flavor. I've got them all lined up
Yes, of course.
in my drink center.
Pollen Burst bar.
So yeah, I've got my own bar. I'm gonna take a picture of my bar someday. But let's go to AJ, who has his hand up. AJ, what question do you have for Adrienne today?
All right, Adrienne. That was an amazing amount of information that you gave us just now.
I know
And,
it's a little overwhelming. Sorry.
well, I use a lot of the products you mentioned. Like, this is my dragon fruit, and I have my liver formula and my Projoba and my Probacillus. But now I'm gonna have to try the Prostat because that's really informative. Just a real quick on YouTube, Olga is saying that the strawberry acai pollen burst is longevity's best flavor. And I'm always debating with Becca about flavors. She's got a different taste palette than me, but I love this dragon fruit. That's, I think,
It's good. It tastes it. You keep the taste.
must
It
be my
stays with
sweet
you.
tooth.
But you know what? The most important thing about this is that they all taste so good. There's a benefit to that when you are either selling a product or drinking a product or trying to get your 8-year-old or your 90-year-old grandma to drink the product. People are sensitive to tastes. People don't want to choke down things that taste nasty, even if it's good for them. So a lot of people don't do healthy things because it doesn't taste good. And literally, I can say this is probably the best tasting, best for you drink on the planet. And it takes that barrier away from people saying no. And they're missing out on such perfect nutrition. So it's really a gift that it tastes so good.
It's for my taste, it's up there. I'm a rebound guy. So rebound is the reason I joined. So, but because I don't want to say that it tastes better than rebound, so I can't do that. But it's up there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course.
But
And the nice thing is we don't have them in plastic bottles that are leaching plastic. We have, you make your own, you make a glass, take a glass organically, put it in the water, do your filtered water, and you have basically nature's best meal.
man, that's hard to beat. That's
It's
tough to beat.
easy. It's not
Tough to beat.
complicated. We don't want people running around trying to memorize SOD and glutathione and all that. My late husband, Dr. Corey, who actually helped create this line initially used to get up on stage in front of thousands of people and just say, my wife can give you the details, but just shut up and drink it. It's magic, you know? And that's all he said. And that's all you need to say, because we don't want to confuse people either with the whole organic and the sweeten and the SOD and the,
Well,
vacuuming up the pollen.
you
It
know,
just tastes
pharmacists.
good and it feels amazing, and your body will know. People don't push their supplements to the limit. People just take handfuls of stuff and they hope for the best. You need to make your supplements work for you. And if you don't feel them and you don't feel better, maybe they're not quite right for you. Trust your body. If you need 2 bursts a day, trust your body. If you're down to 1, trust it. If you are getting up 3 times in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and your prostate's swelling and you're already taking 2 or 3 Prostat, take 4 or 5. See where your dose is at. These products are so natural, organic. You can't mess up the dosage. So don't be afraid to let your body help you with the dosages. This isn't like with Doc Wallach, where it's like 1 scoop per 100 pounds. This is let your body tell you. I've got a 90-pound woman who drinks 2 bursts a day because she's riddled with arthritis and needs to eat better, and she's getting more nutrition. And then there's a 200-pound guy at the gym and just drinks 1. So your body's going to guide you on this, and let your body help you and teach you and listen to your body when it's talking to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know pharmacist Ben promotes the SOD all the time. He talks about your liver formula. He definitely is a big superoxide dismutase guy. My quick question that I just wanted to ask was, so as far as the nutrition, as far as the recovery, which I had no idea, there's 2 things you said that I had no idea about. One, the recovery and getting out the lactic acid. And then second, you mentioned the Prostat can help get rid of excess built up testosterone.
I think it's called dihydroxytestosterone. It's almost like fish oils that go rancid. Like the testosterone goes bad in your system and it accumulates, and that's what swells your prostate. And this just helps. What it does is it blocks your receptor sites for that. So it just flushes out of your system. Similar to like baby proofing your house, where you put the plug in the wall, it puts the plug in that receptor site in your body that will soak in that bad stuff. But it allows you to produce your own natural testosterone. It just takes out the bad, rancid, excess stuff.
Well, you have a new convert today, and it's I will support and do everything I can to help folks get healthy with all of the products that you so graciously provided us.
Of course. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to help everybody out there in their youthing journey.
Absolutely. And so I have a client that had stage 4 liver cirrhosis, and she included that Pollen Burst liver formula with the 90 essential nutrients. And within 5 months, she no longer had any sign of cirrhosis of the liver.
You're gonna make me cry.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible what the body can do when the body gets what it needs
What it needs.
to function
Yeah.
and clear out all that garbage.
Yeah. We need to breathe clean air. We need to drink clean water. We need to eat clean food. And that's why the Pollen Burst needs to not be the hidden gem. And honestly, everybody at corporate drinks it. Everybody, I mean, we have a lot of customers. I don't want to say it's a hidden gem. It's really not. It's a gem. But we just want to spread the word that it is one of the most popular products, but some of the adjuncts, some of the Projoba line that isn't the drink, needs a little, pat on the back from time to time to let people know we have more than just the drink.
Absolutely. Well, and speaking of the drink, yogurt, Greek yogurt is a good form of protein, but then you add in flavor and you get all the sugar. I use the Pollen Bursts as my flavor in my yogurts.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that idea.
So I'm not getting the sugar. I'm not getting any artificial colors or
Right.
flavors.
Right.
It's adding protein to that, what you call the perfect food.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's great. Awesome. And then what we were talking about before about the gym workouts, people don't need to really, so many people are spending so much time and energy buying an energy drink and then like a pre-workout drink and then a workout drink and then a post-workout drink. Pollen Burst just covers it all. You just drink it before you go to the gym and then forget about it. If you're really working hard and you really have some inflammation issues or you're bodybuilding, you're getting ready for the Olympics or a marathon or whatever, you can definitely drink another one after. But some people don't even need that, or they may just take the tabs. So it's a
yeah.
pre and post.
Well, I am really looking forward to hearing more, especially about the weight loss, because there one size doesn't fit all when it comes to weight loss and an approach to reach weight loss. And even me, I've lost 100 pounds. I still have some more weight that I want to use, but it's like a plateau. So it's like,
That's
is this
the
my
liver
new
tabs,
normal
just
where
so
I
you
want to
can,
be?
yeah, the liver tabs can help with that. You might want to increase your dose because your body's holding on to some toxins it doesn't need. And that's where people get really stuck. But we'll talk about that for the weight loss because I'll talk about the plateaus. I'll talk about intermittent fasting, how to use the pollen and why. And it's it's amazing because people who've been listening in today, they're excited. They want to do this. It's easy. There's not a lot going on here. You don't have to take this many products. But isn't it cool to know that the same products that I talked about today for general health and healing and anti-aging, it's the same stuff for weight loss, but for different reasons. So now your customer is not shelling out a whole nother pack of something and then getting confused, getting too expensive, and then giving up.
Right.
Because we don't want them to give up. We want them to be to finish their healing journey, to keep the you thing going on. And we want to make it easy. Life is hard. This should not be hard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we have another hand that is up, and I do want to do a shout out as Dr. Wallach is on with us. I saw him here. I think he's still here. Yep. So we just want to do a shout out and say thank you, Dr. Wallach, for plugging in. And I have a question for you, Adrienne. Of all of Dr. Wallach's books, what would be your favorite?
I don't know. I'm still resonating with Dead Doctors Don't Lie because it was the original. I mean, it was like that's what woke everybody up. That was what everybody started. Like, that was the healing journey that he initiated for everybody. Yeah, right on my shelf.
The Doctor Don't Lie.
And I'm sure he's not happy about what's going on in the world and was so ahead of his time to come up with the fact that even 20, 30 years ago, he knew that we were spoiling our soils. Even then, now it's gotten a whole lot worse, but
yeah,
now we just need a whole lot more to fix it. But I'm truly grateful to Doc and to Longevity for them starting this healing process for everyone, opening everyone's eyes, allowing Dr. Corey and I to bring more healing to longevity and more, natural, holistic products to them so that we can help one person at a time stay healthy.
absolutely. Absolutely. And folks, you can find Dr. Wallach's books, all of his books that he has written, except for one, at drjwallach.com. That is drjwallach.com for Dr. Wallach's books. Now, Marilyn, what question do you have today for Adrienne?
Well, I would just want to say your hair is absolutely amazing. I'm going to take the product just because I could have a hair like you have.
Thank you.
It
is normal for someone at my age. I am so grateful every day, but I'm a pollen baby. I've been doing it for decades, and I think the pollen grows everything.
Wow, fantastic. I'm getting some just
Thank
for
you.
that.
That was so sweet.
I have one other thing. You mentioned in one of the ingredients, Projoba, Hepol, Hepol.
Yes. Okay. So Hepal was the prior name for the Pollen Burst liver tabs. And you can imagine Hepal was HEP, like hepatic, like liver. So the company smartly changed the name because we wanted people to know that there's more in the Pollen Burst line. So we now name all the products Pollen Burst tabs, Pollen Burst daily liver, so people know what it is and it's connected to the pollen.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Of course.
Fantastic.
All right, awesome. Well, we are at the top of the hour, so if I could get my co-hosts on and if we can get Dr. Wallach unmuted, I'm sure he wants to say something to you. How come I can't get him to unmute? Oh, there it is. Dr. Wallach, can you unmute yourself?
Yep, there you go. That help?
Yeah, we hear you. Hello.
Okay, well, I just want to thank you. You two ladies did a great job when it came to discussing the pollen and pollen burst and the pollen products. I love them. And of course, it's one of those things where they're universal. It's kind of like it's universal because whether you're a male or female, you need to use these things. And they're universal because our bodies are able to interpret the language coming from pollen.
That's a great
Absolutely.
way to say that. Thank you, Doc. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job. No, I'll take that
Well,
back.
and-
Good job.
and Dr. Wallach, when I was there visiting and you had the great tasting yogurt every single day, more than often than not, it was Pollen Burst that was in there for you. So you were getting your dose as well. But I just want to do a thank you so much, Adrienne, for joining us today and being part of our Daily with Doc family now, as you will be a regular and bring more information about the pollen line. So I'm super excited about that and looking at, different areas of health and how it can support the different areas of health. Thank you so much for continuing on what Dr. Gold has done. He's an amazing individual. I absolutely loved all of the talks and the presentations. And when I met him in person in Chandler, Arizona, at a home event, he's just a lovable person. So you are very blessed. Very blessed.
I was very blessed to share my life with him. Absolutely. It was a gift to everyone. And yeah, I think about him every day.
Yeah.
And he is spreading, even after his life, health and nutrition. So what a gift is that? Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, here on this program, we could not do it just one individual. We have a whole team that brings this program to you. And I just want to do a shout out and thank each one of them for showing up and being here with us. We have Marilyn, who is doing a fantastic job putting what you're hearing into black and white text and putting it in that chat. So if you're not here live with us, you're missing out on a lot, folks. This program is Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific time by going to dailywithDocZoom.com or zoom.dailywithdoc.com. And you will be able to take advantage of everything that this program offers here live with us. So thank you so much, Marilyn, as she's using her gift of what she hears. It automatically goes through her fingertips and puts it in the chat. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
And we have Sherry, who's part of our tech crew, who helps to set up the Zoom and making sure that the stream gets out with all of the information. We have Albert, who is joining us all the way from South Africa, helping to let people into the Zoom and keep an eye on things for us. Thank you, Albert. We have Ruth Ellen Sanchez, who is my executive production manager, who keeps us all organized and also is the one that's taking the Zoom information, putting it into the graphic and pushing it out onto the stream. So thank you so much for taking that over for me, Ruth Ellen. As we experienced today, my technology and internet is not ideal. So thank you. And we have AJ, who is responsible for helping us get on all the different platforms. Whether you're on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Patreon, Brighteon, Spotify, Apple TV, Roku. We're working on the final things for Fire TV, all these different places. If there's a way to let us know that you are there, let us know. If there's not, send us an email, info@dailywithdoc.com, and let us know where you are tuning in from. Because we want to know what our reach is. And most importantly, folks, as you're listening, and especially if you think of somebody as you're listening, share this program with them. That's why we put this program together, is so that it can be shared. Information can be distributed without you having to know anything. We bring the experts to you. So share this program with them. And folks, if somebody shared this with you, make sure that you do get back with them. They are your initial point of contact, and they are the person that cared enough about you to share this information. So make sure that you care enough to say thank you. And also ask them, how can I get started? Whether you want to get started on working on your own health or get started in helping us to promote wellness around the world. Let them know where you fit in. And, oh shoot, my whole computer is going black. So I'm hoping I'm still streaming. And if there's no one to thank, make sure that you get back or give us a call at 855-949-3377. Again, that's 855-949-3377. Or if you have a question and you would like to submit a question, you can do so by submitting it through email, questions@dailywithdoc.com. Our website, dailywithdoc.com, does have good foods, bad foods list. It has a complete store there. Well, you will find the Pollen Burst line of products there as well. And this is for people that have never tried the longevity products before and they're not currently working with somebody. If you know your login, feel free to use the website as you can log in at checkout. And folks, there's some people that say, well, it makes it too difficult if we have to submit email and everything. Anytime you place an order online, you have to have an email. You create an account. Helps us keep track of your history so that we know how best to help you, because you are our focus. We want to make sure that your needs are being met. And in doing that, my crew are certified holistic health coaches. They have gone through a program that has taught Dr. Wallach's whole philosophy, looking at the 4 areas of health, how they're affected by nutritional deficiencies, how to use the longevity products as solutions. You can get more information about that program by going to coachwithdoc.com or coach.dailywithdoc.com. And you can be part of the solution as well by being informed. So again, thank you everybody for joining us here. My name is Becca Dukes. We will see you tomorrow with more information that is empowering you as an empowered individual to make educated, knowledgeable choices in your own health journey. Thank you again, Adrienne. Thank you, Dr. Wallach, and everybody that's here live with us and watching our live streams or replays. Thank you for investing this time into you. Take action and your body will thank you. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. You are super angels.
You too, Dr. Wallach. Thank you. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach.